Hey everybody, Repel here, and I have yet another Wi-Fi battle for you, and I'm using the same team that I brought in the last battle, because honestly, this team rocks. Today we're up against opponent Edmund. He has Greninja, Salamence, Aerodactyl, Milotic, Altaria, and Slowking. I'm looking at that Salamence and that Altaria in his team, trying to figure out which one could be the Mega. He leads off with the Slowking. Honestly, I don't know what to lead with, so I just led off with the Kingdra. Slowking obviously can go for moves like Toxic and Thunder Wave and maybe even Yawn. But I don't really care because I do have Rest on my Seadra. So he misses Toxic, even though it doesn't quite matter because I do have Rest. I figured he's probably going to go for Toxic this turn once again. So you know what, I'm just going to waste his turn, go for that Disable, and predict that he will go for Toxic again. And as a matter of fact, he does. One turn wasted. And what is great is that he's also burned. So the more turns he wastes, the more turns he'll get burned. He cannot do anything to me, so he is switching out, and now he's going to go into Milotic, probably expecting another Scald. And honestly, that is exactly what I did. And let us see if I get a burn. And holy hell, I get a burn once again. So my Scalds are extremely lucky. I'm doing really well. I'm doing like so well that I'm super confident with my Kingdra. I'm going to stay in and just, do as much as I can. And honestly, I'm not really sure what this Milotic can do to me. The most he can do to me is maybe just go for Toxic, but again, I do have Rest. And most Milotics usually tend to run Recover, but I don't really care. I'm just gonna stay in and just see what he's gonna do. And not to mention, I really want to trap him and hope that I could actually just go for a Disable as soon as he Scalds me, or disable his Recover. That would be great. So we did see that he has like Light Screen and Aqua Ring, so we still don't know. We still don't know two of his moves. So we found out the third move, which is Scald, so there it goes. That is my green light. I can actually go for a Disable right here and potentially make him lose his Scalds. Or I can wait until he goes for a Recover, then I can disable his Recovers. Surprisingly, my opponent has not gone for the Recover yet. Still don't know if it is in fact his fourth move or not, but he is not going for Recover. I'm just thinking, okay, for sure he's gonna go for Recover this turn, right? But I got a little impatient. I just figured maybe he doesn't even have Recover, and as a matter of fact, he didn't go for a Recover, so I'm really skeptical right now. Still don't know what the heck could be his fourth move. Just gonna go for another Scald and bait him to go for Recover. I just need to see it. I really do. But turns out he does not have Recover. I don't know what his fourth move is. Maybe it's Reflect. Maybe this Milotic is a dual screener. I don't know, but it goes down. Seadra versus Milotic. And another water Pokemon comes out. It is the Greninja. Really fearing that Grass Knot. I am out of here. And they're going to Cryogonal, which is my special wall. Turns out he just went for extra sensory, which is fine because my Cryogonal is an amazing special wall. Like, look at that, eating up that protein extra sensory. And this Greninja can stay in if he pleases, and as a matter of fact, he will stay in, fishing for a burn. But my opponent isn't very lucky with burns today. I did land my Toxic, which is awesome. So glad this Greninja didn't turn Poison type or something. So my Toxic is still working. And I do have Freeze Dry. So if he wants to stay in and go for another Scald, that is great. Because now he is just a pure water type. I can actually go for extra sensory. But before I do anything, I do want to grab a Recover. Since I did lost half my HP after all. It's always nice to just go for Recovers as much as you can, honestly. And honestly, I have such a defensive team in this battle that my opponent is forced to switch. I really wish I had brought some sort of hazards, but now I went for a Freeze Dry and Aerodactyl will just not appreciate it. He's definitely going to go for a Stone Edge. I don't know if it's a Mega or not, but he's definitely going to go for a Stone Edge. I'm going to go back into my physically defensive Seadra. It is in fact a Mega Aerodactyl, and let us see if he will go for that super amazing Stone Edge. Turns out he actually went for a Roar, predicting my switch, which is really good. It's an amazing switch right there. Crustle is back in the game. Thanks to the Roar, he can go for Stone Edge, but I don't really care. I do have Shell Smash. Set it up right here, right now, and not to mention, I do have Sturdy. So I can afford to go for another Shell Smash if he pleases, because I will live the next Stone Edge. Confidently knowing that I will live the next Stone Edge, I went for another Shell Smash. Super greedy of me, but I didn't care. But I totally forgot this Aerodactyl has Roar. Or I didn't forget, I would just assume that he would actually just go for a Stone Edge. But now I'm thinking I really can't stay in. He actually might go for a Roar, predict that I will stay in and just go for a Freeze Dry, but I do not want to get hit by a Stone Edge. However, a Steelix will not mind it whatsoever. Look at that. And if he does want to go for an Earthquake, it actually will not kill me, because that is just how buff Steelix can be. I'm gonna go for the Stealth Rocks. I actually went first, so I know for a fact my opponent actually goes for that Roar. Because Roar does have minus priority. Back into Lanturn, I don't care if he has Earthquake or not. I'm staying in once and for all. I'm so tired of switching, and honestly, this Aerodactyl needs to freaking die right here, right now. Thank God Aerodactyl does not have Earthquake. I went for a Volt Switch. That's an easy kill. Down it goes. His Mega out of the way, finally. And not to mention, I set up Stealth Rocks, so that is really sweet. I'm gonna go into Crustle now, figuring, you know what? Since he doesn't have anything that can Roar me, I can just freely go into Crustle. Now, Slowking can do a buttload of things. He can go for a Toxic, or he can even go for a Scald. I don't care. If he takes me to 1 HP with Scald and gets a burn, I don't care, because I'm actually carrying the Lumberry with my Crustle. And to prove that I am carrying the Lumberry, I will confidently stay in and eat up 1 Toxic, and my Crustle will automatically heal himself. And I don't want to get Toxic again, because if you want to sweep, you must avoid statuses like Toxic. So after 1 Shell Smash, I am good to go, and I will go for that X Scissor and finish off Slowking. And thus, ladies and gentlemen, this is the beginning of my Crustle sweep. Greninja is out. Greninjas are really fast. Like, really fast. But even so, they are no match for a Crustle after that Shell Smash. And I will outspeed this Greninja. The slow-ass frog. Down it goes. And now the Altaria comes out. We know for a fact that it is just a pure flying type. And I can just comfortably just go for that Rock Slide. Thank God I did not miss. There's a very good reason why I don't even teach my Crustle Stone Edge, simply because Stone Edge is just so damn unreliable. Especially for me. Salamence is coming out. He does go for an Intimidate, and he will actually drop my attack, and I'm very sad. So I'm only at +1 attack, but honestly, after these Stealth Rocks, that's really quite enough to finish off the Salamence. Don't really think the crit mattered. I really do not think it did. Thank you, Edmund! Amazing battle. Viewers, if you guys enjoy my Crustle sweep, please let me know by liking this video, and make sure to comment and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time.